Okay, Thursday, 14th of November, 2024. So Adrian's daily vlog, sharing smart stuff men should know. Thoughtful Thursday, philosophy and musings from life. People are fickle. There's this interesting story in the Bible about when Moses crosses parts the Red Sea and leads the Hebrews into the wilderness. And then sometime after, a month or two or something akin to that, after that miracle, parting of the Red Sea, the Hebrews then start worshipping a golden calf. Now that's interesting, because they saw in front of them a miracle, let's say, occur, parting of the Red Sea, an act of God, you could say. They saw it firsthand. But even then, they were fickle enough, or maybe impatient, or whatever else, to then go and worship the golden calf. That's interesting, okay. But that shows you human nature, in a sense of being fickle, to change from one thing to another, not remembering something in great detail. By even though they saw it in person, and it's always got me thinking, even though they saw something in person, they then slipped away, so to speak, from the face, you could say. But even though they saw something firsthand, eyewitness event, they were eyewitnesses to the event, and yet they still fell away from faith, so to speak. That's interesting. That shows humanity, humans, people are fickle. They don't remember everything. Something will happen on a Monday, but Tuesday morning, forget about it. And then the longer time goes by, the more they'll forget. The more likely they'll forget about it. Just how the Hebrews did with the parting of the Red Sea, which is fascinating. Because then that shows, as again, people are fickle. They'll forget stuff. Now that's both good and bad. That's bad because you can do stuff for people, but they'll forget about it soon after. Oh, boo-hoo. But that's human nature. But also at the same time, you do something silly, you embarrass yourself, or something happens in general, a scandal, whatever else. Over time, people will forget about it. Good. Oh, what a relief. Whew. No one remembers it. Great. That's good. Meaning the spotlight's not on you anymore, which is nice. What a relief. And that's one of those things we have to accept and adapt to with mankind and people. People are fickle. Short-term memory. They only remember things that matter to them. They're not going to remember everything out there, every single detail, every single moment of their life. People that see me, for example, walking around with this camera talking to myself in English, they will forget about me 10 seconds later, 5 seconds later. And never mind 6 hours later or 12 hours later, a moment they'll forget. And that's interesting, because I remember these moments in the past, here and there, 10, 20 odd years ago. I remember these conversations, these events, whatever else, and it's amazing. It's amazing to think that only I, within reason, remember that moment. No one else in the world remembers this particular moment, this particular event, this conversation 20 odd years ago. Amazing. Okay, very nice. But that's human nature. People forget stuff. People remember things only if they care, and they forget the vast majority of the day. Now you could say, evolutionary speaking, we need that so we don't remember. We're not weighed down by all this data and this information and every single moment, every single particular moment. Very nice, makes sense. But still, people are fickle. Have to recognize that. See it, recognize it, accept it. People are not going to remember every single thing. Women are not going to remember every single thing you do for them. People are not going to remember every single moment of the day. Things that happened 10, 20 years ago, very few people will remember it. Very few people remember what happened this morning, or yesterday, or last week. I'm talking in their life, or in the news cycle. Things that happen in general, or what happened on the 10th of January this year, 2024, for example. Wow, X and Y and Z happened. What happened on the 5th of May? Oh, no one knows. Who knows? Who remembers? And that's normal, that's life. And that's worth understanding. People are fickle. People don't remember everything. Accept and adapt to that and move on in life. Human nature. That just how the Hebrews, even though they witnessed something firsthand, they slipped away from the faith. Interesting. Now, that's just analogy of the fickleness of mankind, of humans. And that's worth understanding. People don't remember. They'll remember how you made them feel. They'll remember key things in life, key events, sure. But they're not going to remember every single moment, every single specific thing or in life or whatever else. But how you made them feel, yes, more than likely they will remember that. And that's very powerful. Very, very powerful, yeah. So also, don't expect much gratitude from people when you did something for them, because the chances are they just won't remember. Now, not necessarily malicious, but human nature, just in and out, in one ear, out the other. Short-term memory, just the way it is. Accept and adapt that. Accept and adapt. Human nature is fickle. People don't remember every single thing. And that's fine, and that's normal. Otherwise, Adrian's Daily Vlog, sharing smart stuff men should know. Subscribe for more. You will see me tomorrow.